Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SGYP. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Did this analysis a couple days ago, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. However, after today's price movement, definitely some updates here need to be made. And in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do some house cleaning and get rid of these lines here. Sure, these levels still pertain to the chart. They're just not relevant anymore. And from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing clutter and confusion because there's lines all over the place. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible and really just kind of focus on what's making this a pretty interesting trading setup going forward. Now, I realize that if you bought before today, then yeah, anything I say that's bullish is going to sound kind of crazy. But if I say bullish or use that terminology, I am just talking about from the point of view of a trading perspective, going forward. Now, why is all this? And I should note that by no means is this some sort of great discovery on my part, and I'll explain that in a second. But the reason this is very interesting is the price is now sitting right back down here at lows where it's been before, around this 7-cent mark. If you take a quick trip down memory lane, you can see that the price has quite a bit of history of hovering right around here. And what makes it extra interesting is this is also the area where it did produce a very, very nice bounce in the upwards direction. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish I could say trading was this easy. Just because the price was down around this area before and had a nice bounce does not mean that for sure the price is going to bounce once again. Now, would it be shocking to see some sort of price action where the price begins to go sideways here and then eventually starts to bounce? No, that would not be shocking at all. However, myself nor anyone else can sit here and say that a bounce is for sure going to happen. There's no such thing as a guarantee in the market, and a for sure is the same thing as a guarantee. So yeah, it's worth at least watching. And like I said, trading viewpoint, quite interesting. Now, obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, but if the price does break below there and continues on down, well, then that's not the bottom, right? Because now all of a sudden the price is going even further below where it was. And that's kind of why I like charts, because when you look at them certain ways, they kind of do insult your intelligence. So yes, obviously this is not the bottom if the price continues to separate down below that 7-cent mark. But as of right now, the price is literally sitting right here at this pretty historic level. So is it a guarantee to bounce? No such thing as a guarantee, but it would not be shocking if it does. Now, in the event it does start to bounce back up, let's talk about a couple of areas of resistance quick. First area of resistance on any sort of bounce is going to be right up here around the 12-cent mark. If the price can push up above 12, the next key overarching level right up there at, what is that, the 17-cent mark. So 12 cents and 17, two key levels of resistance. But first step, and probably the most important dynamic right now, is just simply getting some sideways price movement. I'm not saying that the price has to bounce tomorrow or Friday or anything like that. But yeah, as you see back here, first the price actually went sideways for a little bit and then started to head back up. So that's certainly kind of priority number one. It's just simply getting some sideways price movement. So we'll see if the price can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.